Welcome back to episode 9 of the Quiet Man series. It's the summer of 81. First year of university is behind me. Happy days, 3 months, and I'm in the States again. Now, what happened in the summer of 81? Well, Reagan was shot, the Pope was shot, the AIDS crisis rears its head, and Charles and Diana got married. But what else happened? I got married. I'd been over there most of the summer and we were up at the lake with Debbie, and I turned around to her one day and I say, I have to admit, Debbie, I can't afford to come here anymore. I had flown out to the States 4 times in the course of 12 months. So my coffers were very much depleted. And Debbie had talked about coming to England, and I said to her, well, why don't we get married? She said, why not? And so we did. 10 days later, I was very fortunate that my parents and my brother were able to fly over, and we got married in Denver, honeymooned in Winter Park, and then I came back because I had to do my resits. Because I'd been concentrating on maths so much, I decided to let 2 subjects slip. My tutor said to me, probably about 3 months after this episode, I've never seen a student fail so spectacularly and come back so magnificently. So my summer of studying and getting married had paid off. 1981 gave way to 1982. Something happened in 1982 that had never ever happened in my lifetime. We went to war. The Falklands War blew up. Now, if I'd stayed in the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, I would have gone down there, and I don't know if you remember, way back when I joined my first ship, there was a young officer on there called Paul Henry who did lose his life on the Galahad. Now, my friend Vaughan, Winchester Vaughan, was actually out there. And I'm just going to read something that he wrote. May the 29th, 1982. Dear Neil and Debbie, just a quick line again from the front line. Today we heard about our capture of Goose Green. The general feeling is that it won't be long before Stanley and we can get back home. As for the guys aboard, the second mate, third engineer and Chief Leckie, the electrician, are all scared shitless and on Valium. The rest of us are in good spirits. Toodle pip, take care, and regards to all at 194, which was the shared house that I was in at the time. That to me was pretty stoic stuff, seeing as the Galahad, which is a ship very much like the one Vaughan was on, got blown up just 2 weeks later. Very stoic stuff indeed. 1983, finals year. And oh boy, was it a tough year. And I missed out on a first class by 2%. There I am. That's a theme in it. Second again. I nearly swore then. 2%. But one of the wonderful things of those years was the soundtracks, classic soundtracks. There was the Talking Heads, there was Cyndi Lauper, there was David Bowie with Let's Dance. There was the Eurythmics, absolutely classic soundtrack. And the soundtrack of the 80s was obviously very different to the soundtrack from the 70s, which was really my formative years. So those are my abiding memories of university. The lesson really is be stoic. That's the lesson from Vaughan. And one of the things that came through was, much as Steve had set the hair running with me and given me the idea that I could go to university, I set the hair running with Vaughan. A couple of years later, Vaughan gave up the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, went to Newcastle to do a degree himself. It's funny how you can influence things, isn't it? The tail end of 1983 was all about emigrating, but more on that in chapter 10, when I officially become an alien. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. The lesson, be stoic. Concentrate, be stoic. If you've liked this, give it the thumbs up. Please share it and please comment on it. I look forward to seeing you for chapter 10 tomorrow. Thank you.